Hello everybody, Danny Shay here on a Wednesday. Thank you for joining. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Appreciate you all. So today I'm going to do a little politics. Normally Wednesdays I try to do some galactic stuff, something that's not politics, but I am going to be taking off for a couple of days, and it's probably a good time because it's just going to get crazy. The news is it's just whacked. Just whacked. I mean, the Republican convention, it feels like it's a Saturday Night Live skit. You have Mike Johnson bashing President Biden, saying the guy can't read and do anything unless it's on a teleprompter. And then he gets up on stage in the National Republican Convention, his teleprompter goes out. He can't do anything. He has to leave. He has to leave. So we get J.D. Vance. We have Trump with a diaper on his ear. How big of a bandage do you need? More sympathy, please. You got people calling for Biden to step down again. Jeez, let it go. I'm so sick of it. He's not going to do it until he wants to do it, till he thinks it's the right time. And people telling him, I think he just digs his heels in deeper and deeper and deeper. He's the right guy for the job. He'll put the right people in place. The other side, I don't know. Anyway, so because I don't know, I'm going to pull 3 from Colette Baron Reed's Enchanted Map because we need some maps. We need to know where we're going. All right. Okay. So we have the Republican Convention. We have normally galactic time on these Wednesdays. And we have Lionsgate Portal coming up, 888 in August. Big times for unexpected visitors. So, I said I wasn't going to read on galactics. How come I'm looking at Al right there? I'm not going to read on galactics, yet the very first card I pull is unexpected visitors. Maybe I am going to read on galactics. But this also suggests to me that we are in a time where more news is going to be coming out. I know it's shocking. I know. Can any more news come out on Trump? Yes. The Republican Party, the platform said we are the law and order party that is nominating a convicted felon, a rapist, to our platform, to be our nominee for the president. That's crazy. Crazy. Second card I got was Magic Prayer. Okay, so I go back to the assassination attempt. I go back to the Republicans who had the AR pins. And the people saying, we're sending you our hopes and prayers after a mass shooting. That magic prayer that they send is upside down. It's meaningless. It means nothing. And so I am a firm believer in prayers and meditation and affirmations. It keeps us on a higher level. even though we may be in the sewer, if we talk in a higher level, in a lighter level, we're going to rise above the depths of the sewer. However, I feel like this being upside down, we may be getting caught in the sewer, in the swampy stuff. No offense, Sherry. So let's be careful of our words. I heard somebody say the other day that she was resigned. She goes, I don't care what happens. I mean, if Trump wins, he wins. I don't care. I'm old. It's not going to affect me that much. And I'm like, oh, no, 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 no. We cannot think like that. We have to be out there speaking our mind, saying why this is bad for democracy. If the Republicans want to vote for an authoritarian, if the majority of people want an authoritarian government, fine, but that's not what the majority of people want. So, plus they've been kind of brainwashed a little bit. People who are in there say it's a little cultish. And they go, well, that's really not going to happen. We got it. Yeah. Okay. Getting back to the magic prayer. Flip it upside down. Be positive in what we say. Say it clearly, not inflammatory. All right. I'm preaching. I'm preaching to the choir, I know. Okay. Third card we got, Storm Fields. Wow. So, this is not such a bad card, except if you're in the middle of the storm, which I feel like we are. But it cleans out a lot of crap. Cleans out a lot of stuff that we kind of thought we needed, but we really don't. And we get to start new. So, kind of like the Death card, starting something new. So, unexpected visitors, magic prayer, and storm fields. Ay, ay, ay. If I would pull one more card, it would probably be the Uncharted Sea. We're kind of out there, guys. All right, so what I want to look at next is everybody's telling, now that we have the tickets, we have Trump and Vance giving hillbillies a bad name. Go there later. And then we have Biden-Harris. I have always seen that Harris is going to be president. The way that the energy is unfolding or has unfolded for me was that Biden's going to stay in. And I read on this a while and I go, oh my gosh, he's got some health issues. He's got a rough road to hoe, and he's going to come out successful. I think he's in that place now. Really, Danny? Is that your psychic impression that he's in a kind of in a downward spiral right now where people don't like him? That's my psychic impression, yes. But he is going to come out of this. When you look at who we're going to vote for, it's going to be Biden. Lay out what he has done. Lay out what Pumpkinhead wants to do. And it's amazing, too, that Trump, his wife is from, where I forget. And J.D. Vance's wife is from India. And you know how happy that makes the Nick Fuentes of the world? Whew, not. Maybe that's the storm cloud that's going up. I think they're going to be in a lot of disarray. I mean, they say they're coming together, in this convention, I think it's just going to fall apart afterwards. Whereas the Democratic Party feels like it's fallen apart, but when we get together, fingers crossed, magic prayers, it's going to be okay. I have not looked at the Democratic National Convention. It feels a little chaotic to me if I just tap into it a little bit, but let's move on from there, and we'll leave that to other readers, or me when I get back, or me when I'm on the road. We'll see. But I wanted to look at Harris, and I want to look at J.D. Vance, and I want to look at how they are going to be if they get into becoming the president. Because I don't see I don't see Biden finishing his term. I think he's going to be in there for 2. Other psychics are saying the same thing. I'm gladly piggybacking off of them. Trump, I don't see even getting there. So is J.D. Vance going to be the nominee? I don't know. I don't know how that works. Now that he's on the ticket, is that the way it works? It's above my pay grade. So let's look at Harris first, and then we're going to look at Vance, and that may be the squirrelier of the readings. All right, here we go. I am using my True Black deck. What do we hit? Ooh, okay. We have a little card starting right off the bat. I don't know if you can see this. We have the Devil card. Oh boy, the Devil card, the Addiction card. Normally this is my Trump card. The Big Manipulator. I don't see that with Harris. She's a powerful woman. Someone not to be trifled with. So even though I am not a huge fan of her style in talking to people, especially on TV and things like that, I would not want to be on the other side of a courtroom with her. I think the debate between her and J.D. Vance, and J.D. Vance is an attorney too. I think that's going to be kind of fun to watch. I think Vance is going to hold his own. And my fingers are crossed. Magic prayers to Kamala that she does well. All right, let's keep going with this, because oh my gosh, Kamala Harris, how are you going to be when you get to the president and when you get to the Oval Office? The Devil. Oh yeah. Thank you for the first card. Second card up, that Devil, it's being crossed by the Page of Cups. So if Joe Biden is the King of Cups, this Page of Cups is just a girl off the old block, I guess. What is it? Anyway, sorry. So this Page energy to me always feels, it's a young energy, and I wouldn't say they don't have all the experience that the King does, for example. And that King has a ton of experience. But she's just starting out in this, following in Joe's footsteps. Good. Oof. And at the base of the reading, we have the Two of Pentacles. This is, she's going to be balancing world issues. And again, I said I wasn't going to read on galactic, but why is there a moon up here? Why is there 1B up here around this galactic moon of ours? Is she gonna deal Is she going to be the one that's dealing with the galactic showing up? Our ET friends? I also think that she's going to be dealing with a lot of space debris. Starlink just shot up. Elon Musk just shot a rocket, and it malfunctioned. It didn't get high enough. So all these satellites are now going to fall to Earth and burn up. And then Elon Musk says, I'm leaving California. Excuse me, I'm leaving California. That was the last straw. And I go, what was the last straw? Some LGBTQ plus law that Newsom signed. That's it, I'm done. Good riddance. All right. Kamala Harris, devil, new page. Balancing, juggling things. This seems like, where is the turbulence here in this card? It's in space. That's what she's dealing with. In the past, as it relates, is the Seven of Cups. Where is she going? There's a lot of decisions to be made. And did she pick the right one? Did Joe pick the right one? And I'm going back with this Seven of Cups is when she was picked as Joe's running mate. Did he pick the right one? Did he get the right cup? At the top of the reading, Page of Wands. Again with the galactic. All right, in this card, as many of these other pages too, they're standing over a portal. Even this Two of Pentacles has portal energy to it. But this one, look at the orbs in the portal. This is information that's coming, and she jumps in to this. She jumps into the challenge. Let's go. If she's going to be president, she's jumping into this. Let's go. We have a lot of world issues we need to deal with. We need to deal with this past devil energy. And you know, just because he leaves and he's gone this cycle, that energy is still there. So she's going to be dealing with it. And in the potential near future, ooh, Eight of Swords. Now, a lot of times this card represents a restricted card, restriction. It could be jail. But this one is like forging your metal. It's like forging this sword of truth. Standing up to the adversity and jumping in. Well, jumping in with your strong suit of swords. Internally, we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords. So she has her shield up, and she's got her shoulder up against the shield. She's leaning into it. It's like, come on, I got you. Come on. Is that it? Give me your best shot. She's leaning into the fight. And we have the hopes and fears. I'm sorry. The external influences. The High Priestess. The High Priestess. She's got some secret. She's got some intuitive secret sauce. She's tapped in. And again, you don't want to mess with her. She'll pull the rug out from underneath you. And you're thinking, oh, magic carpet ride? No. No. All right. Hopes and fears. 9 of Cups. Abundance. Happiness. Wishes. Comfort. We hope she can do a good job. And the final outcome. I wish I had another card that showed the women dancing. The 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups. Women celebrating all over. 3 of Cups. Yes. Yes. The Hierophant. The higher order of things. The government. Yes. The hard work that she is going to be putting in. She's putting down her sword and picking up a hammer. Kamala. Kamala. All right, let's look at some of the underlying cards. I mean, this is a great... The first card really scared me, but good. She's the Empress. She is now the Empress. Yes? Oh. Avante. Bringing new birth. Bringing a new, creating something new. Riding in as a winner, the 6 of Wands on strength. Yes, yes, yes. Another page. Page of Pentacles. Bringing forth new projects, new money, new things. All right. And we'll do one more. Come on now. She turns into the Queen of Cups. She is the Queen of Cups. Had to look at this one last one. She also has the moon energy too. So it's just not all, oh yeah, lovely Kamala. I mean, she's going to do great, but there's some, she's got the High Priestess, she's got the Moon card. There's going to be some things that come up, but, oh my gosh, she's going to jump right into this job and she's going to make a difference. It's going to be big. All right, let's take a look at J.D. Vance. Oh, I should have. I'm going to switch decks because this deck is too hard to shuffle. J.D. Vance. Let's. He's not going to be in that position. They say he's. I saw somebody say he's going to be around for a long time because he's so young, and I went, no, he's flash in the pan. He's like a Mike Pence. And if he doesn't watch himself, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that read on camera. Oh. It's not funny. Why am I laughing? Because it's funny. Okay. J.D. Vance. I think he's got some stuff that's going to be coming out. He goes back and forth. And isn't it funny? Not ha-ha, but how the Republican convention says do not talk to any news outlets. Do not talk to the news outlets. Why would that be? Because they're going to call out all the lies. J.D. Vance called Trump a mini Hitler. Among other things. I can't remember all the crap he called him. He didn't call him Pumpkinhead, though. There's somebody else that calls Trump Pumpkinhead. Might be Kimmel. He has He's always coming up with names. Anyway. The reason I call him Pumpkinhead is because of my Halloween deck. For you new subscribers. I'll have to pull that out. And my new subscribers, they haven't seen Mr. Pumpkinhead. I put him in a box. Should he come out? Well, not today. Not today. Wearing a diaper on his ear. I should have saved that one. That would have been funny. All right, J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance. It's almost like I don't want to soil my cards. And I have to soak them in salt. J.D. Vance. Trump's presidential pick. Do you think that Trump really picked him? You do? Five of Wands. People aren't happy. People are not happy. They're talking. Oh, new emotional start. Ace of Cups. Just going to keep going with this. We got Russia money. Okay. All right. So the hopes and fears that we got for Kamala was the... Oh, I'm sorry. I made a mistake. It was the Nine of Cups. He had the Nine of Pentacles. All right. Let me drop this down, and then you can... We can run through this real quick. And a lot of verbal altercation going on. He is offering up right now something new, a new emotional start, new something. I'm not really sure what this new emotion is. I just think, oh, it's finally done. Finally, we got this going. It's a little mini-me Trump that looks like Don Jr. for Hollywood. He's got blue eyes instead of the dribble on his chin. Okay, sorry, I'm being petty. I always see Don Jr. like dribbling on his chin. Anyway, at the base of the reading, it's the Death card. Not physical death. This is a new beginning death. This is the ending of one thing, starting something new. As this card says, except this card's, the Ten of Swords, is right next to this Death card, which is never really good. And then, ooh, just saw that. Then we have the Chariot, the hearse. Yikes. Okay, let's just keep going. Sorry, squirrel. I got carried away with this bottom row here. Battles, new beginnings, ending of one cycle, beginning of another. That's the whole underlying thing of it. So is he going to be around for a long time? We're not really sure. In the past, well, here's the offer, the Four of Cups. But there's a lot of other qualified people. And I use that term very loosely, that qualified, for the Republican vice presidential candidate. Four of them were knocked over. Nikki Haley is one of those. But look at all these other ones that are full. So he has 5 full cups in this 4 cups card. So there was a lot of candidates that may have been better, but they didn't look at him. They picked him. Going back to a simpler time. I don't know what that means, going back in J.D. Vance's world, because now if he was just a true hillbilly going back, it's just going back, hey, instead of picking up a power saw, just pick up a regular old, hand saw. But I remember, okay, digression. I remember in the Ozarks, where I lived for quite a number of years, the evangelicals, I mean, they weren't as political as they are now, but they were just as loud. There would be services for 3 to 6 hours, and they would try to get me to go, and I'd go, I can't even stand Catholic Mass for an hour. And they shortened it up because it was a vacation spot. Stand up, sit down, rah, rah, rah. Going back to a simpler time, what does that mean for J.D. Vance? Well, it means taking back, here's what I just heard, all the protections, all the advancements that we had made, especially women's rights, LGBTQ plus rights, all that going back to a simpler time. All right. In the potential near future, the Queen of Pentacles. Is he a money-raising guy? I don't know. But there's an abundance there. There's abundance of backwards thinking. And I'm just saying that because I'm a hillbilly. I know about backwards thinking. You guys are listening. I should have read this whole thing backwards. Next time I will. If you remember, remind me. I'll start up here. Oh, he's a hangman. I'll just read the whole thing backwards. Hillbilly eulogy. Okay. He's bringing in money. Queen of Pentacles. You have the Ten of Swords. Walking away. Somebody got stabbed in the back. And somebody emailed me and said, did you see Laura Trump's face when J.D. Vance was nominated as VP? It was like daggers. It was like being stabbed in the back. But J.D. Vance walks away. The external position is J.D. Vance jumps in a chariot and moves away. Now, is he moving the Republican platform, or is he just on his way out? We're not talking about the Republican platform. We're talking about J.D. Vance. And we have these three cards. The Death card, the Ten of Swords, and the Chariot. Those three cards to me in a row, not good. You have a lot of extremists that don't like that he was picked, that don't like his family. Scary times. Scary times. We really need to put a bubble of protection around him. That magic prayer, I just keep going back to it. It's upside down. We need to flip that up because that's not what democracy should be about. Is, oh, we don't like you, we're going to put you in the chariot and off you go. No, no, no. Hopes and fears. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Again, so we got this money card here. We hope that he can bring enough money in. We hope that he can be reined in and stay within his boundary of luxury, right? And not go outside his little garden. And then we get the Hanged Man as the final outcome. So he's not really effective. Is he looking at something from a different point of view? Or is he just upside down hanging? Clarification card for this. Winning at any cost. The battle. Moving on to calmer waters. Getting assistance and receiving assistance. Well, that's not good. Tending to the money. The money's going to dry up. And the underlying energy of this, walking away from sorrow, to find oneself, to find a new way. The King of Wands, is he being investigated for something? Is he part of J6? Has he been talking to too many fishes? Why did I just think of Luca Brasi, Luca in The Godfather? He's swimming with the fishes. No, he's not. He's just talking to the fishes. Come on, Luca. Fool. Fooling the hangman and going on. He's moving on. He's going on some. I don't know. I'm getting. Okay. I don't know how a lot of this government stuff works, but it doesn't feel like he's going to be there for a long time with the cards. Intuitively, I think he's going to be there. Or, yeah, in my gut, I think he's going to be there. What the cards say is he's not going to be there. And so intuitively, I'm trying to fix it with my mind. Well, how does he leave? What's the steps? And really, psychically, intuitively, I'm trying to put this in logical order. Yeah, I heard that. I'm trying to put the Republican National Party in logical order. That's my problem. Well, that's one of my problems. He's not going to be there. He's going to get out of the fray. And I thought, too, when I heard that his wife was from India, and their son is called Vivek or something, and I heard that Nick Fuentes was all pissed at him on Trump, and they don't like, a lot of the hardcore MAGAs, okay, that's another, they're all hardcore, but the really extreme MAGAs, they were talking on Bannon's War Room, which is a stupid name for a podcast, but because that's just inflammatory too. Well, we need to dial all this down. Yet you guys have a war room. Oh, yeah. Anyway, they had some of these far-right guys talking about how to get rid of Trump and how to get rid of these players that aren't playing along with their idea. Storm clouds. All right, 38 minutes. I'm done. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I'll be posting from the road. Be good to each other. Turn off the TV. It's all going to be good. It's all going to be okay. I know I had my hands up here like magic prayer. Please, please. But if you don't believe me, we can ask Psychic Duck. Psychic Duck? Yep. Where are you? Oh, we can't even see him. Okay, so we're going to have to hold off asking Psychic Duck. But, cards never lie. Thanks again for watching. Peace and love.